Farmington, who was the runner-up at 170 pounds the last 2 years, will try to get his first state title here at 182 pounds. And Ezra Formaneck of Eastview, a qualifier last year, into the finals for the first time in his career. These two wrestlers wrestled in the section final this year as Han Lindmeyer gets the early takedown. He won 18-7 in the section final. And Han Lindmeyer won on January 21st for the championship of the Eastview Lightning Tournament by technical fall 20-5. In fact, Formaneck has 2 losses, and both have been to Cole Han Lindmeyer.
So these two know each other well. So now this, we talked about, does a win in December come back and bite you in March? And the answer is no, but these two know each other. They've wrestled each other multiple times this season. They absolutely know each other.
And Han Lindmeyer into the finals for the 3rd time in his career. He has a 2-1 lead on Formaneck. And Han Lindmeyer trying to garner control here as Formaneck holding on to the leg for dear life in this situation. 55 seconds left here in the period. And Han Lindmeyer able to escape that grip. And it's a 4-1 lead for Han Lindmeyer. You look at the 2 scorers of these matches earlier in the season. Han Lindmeyer 18-7 and 20-5. Would you think that Formaneck wants to slow down this match? And if so, how does he do it?
He's got to control the pace, which means he's got to be able to get up off the bottom when Han Lindmeyer puts, because he's not going to stop the offense of Han Lindmeyer. This young man scores. So when he scores, he's got to get off the bottom. And then when he's on his feet, he's got to pressure Han Lindmeyer and try to get him to make a mistake and slow down that offense with offense of his own. That's the way he puts the pressure on Han Lindmeyer.
4-1 the score. And that is how we will end the first period, the flip of the disc. It will be Han Lindmeyer's choice. He's going to go down to start period number 2.
So you said Han Lindmeyer has been runner-up the past 2 years. Funny enough, to the same kid who is right now in the Minnesota Gopher wrestling room as a D1 wrestler. So Hunter Lydon is who beat Han Lindmeyer the last 2 years. Again, no joke. That kid is legit and is a D1 wrestler in the Gopher room right now.
7-1 the lead now for Han Lindmeyer. And you also consider 2 years ago he was a state finalist as a freshman at 170. Not an easy thing to do.
Absolutely, and he's a junior here, so he's stayed at this weight, or he's stayed at around this size for the last 3 years. Now, granted, he's up at 182, but he was a finalist at 170 as a 9th and a 10th grader. That's a big 9th and 10th grader wrestling against some grown dang men. And
he's a grown man himself.
He is. And he'll be back next year.
And here is Formaneck getting to a leg of Han Lindmeyer now. But Han Lindmeyer grabs the ankle and extends him.
Unfortunately for Formaneck, he needs to pressure Han Lindmeyer and get to his offense, but when he does, Lindmeyer's this good. He just turns it around and ends up scoring himself.
58 seconds left here in the period. It's a 9-3 lead for Han Lindmeyer on Formaneck of Eastview. Han Lindmeyer with 2 wins over Formaneck. Formaneck only with 2 losses this year. Both to the man he's wrestling right now.
And Formaneck, because he was the section runner-up, because both of these two are in the same section, he was not the 2 seed in this bracket, although you could probably make an argument that he maybe should have been.
Yeah.
But he was the 3 seed. He ended up beating Joey Muhlstein in the semifinal 3-0. Muhlstein ended up taking 4th. Han Lindmeyer pinned Cito Tuttle from Stillwater in his semifinal match. Tuttle ended up taking 3rd. So that's how good Han Lindmeyer has been in this tournament, wrestling really well.
9-3 the advantage. 13 seconds left here in period number 2. Cole Hahn Lindmeyer, the runner-up the last 2 years to Hunter Lydon. He's up a weight class this year, and he'll try to take home his first gold medal. There's 2 minutes remaining, and Formaneck going to go down to start the third.
Farmington has 2 wrestlers in this tournament. Going to come away with 1 gold or silver medal out of those 2.
Out is Formaneck as Hahn Lindmeyer right in on the shot. 9-4 the score. Again, you just love to see that championship mentality, that right after the escape, often the best time to attack. Formaneck, I'd have to say probably, I'm sure you would agree, Dennis, the pace has probably been a little bit more at Formaneck's liking in this match, but Hahn Lindmeyer has been able to score every time that Formaneck has tried to get to his offense.
Formaneck has pushed the pace, which has allowed him to, I'm sorry, Farmington had 4 wrestlers in this one. I had to refresh my screen there. Formaneck has pushed the pace, which has allowed him to keep this close with Hahn Lindmeyer. And so what you need now is one of these shots to get through and allow you to get some offense and points so you can close the gap. And now he's on his back. And just as I say that, Hahn Lindmeyer is looking to close this one out. He's got 46 seconds left to make it happen.
40 seconds remaining. The official down, taking a long look. And for the first time, the 3-time finalist, Cole Hahn Lindmeyer of Farmington, will take home a gold medal.
The junior from Farmington with the fall in the final, and these two know each other well.